has begun. Pull up a chair and enjoy the show.
I think PSG might win.
We've just got Bayern and Elise, just a little glimpse into what he can do. Unameds was pressing high. Petit's now dropped. Oh, what a ball from Fabian Ruiz. And Paris Saint-Germain's in behind already. Two in the middle. Dembélé! We've had 2 minutes and 20 seconds. And here we go again.
Nah, it's just the start. It's just the start. Come on, guys.
Surprise, surprise. They picked up where they left off. And Ousmane Dembélé, 5 goals in his last 3 Champions League games.
Now Bayern have to go.
Scored either side of half-time last week. And he scored in no time tonight. But what a link between Fabian Ruiz and Paris Saint-Germain. It's a blistering start from PSG. And it's Martial with the layoff. The give and go. And they just can't live with him. From there, it is teed up perfectly. How do you want it? Ousmane Dembélé just there on my left foot, and there is no question about the finish, no question about the start. They've had a few tweaks, PSG, and just in the way that they're setting up, it's caught Bayern cold. They are off to a flyer. 3 goals in this semi-final for Dembélé. He got 2 in the closing stages of the quarter-final at Anfield 3 weeks ago. He scored in the round of 16 too. He scored in last year's semi-final against Arsenal. One of the 35 PSG goals that landed him the Ballon d'Or last season. That's 19 for this season. But Bayern Munich have now fallen behind in 7 of their last 10 games. And by the way, they've lost 1 of them. This is by no means done in any way, shape or form, but I was just wondering, such a build-up to the game, would it intimidate or would it inspire PSG? It has done nothing to them whatsoever. They have just gone out, played it the only way they know how.
It's 1.5.
Incredibly, the Bayern have fallen at least 2 goals behind in each of their last 3 games. Remember, they were 5-2 down midway through the second half in Paris. The comebacks have been their speciality in recent weeks. They need another. They're now 2 adrift on aggregate. Stanisic.
They're still pressing, bro, PSG. They're still...
Neuer seeking out Elise. Beaten to it by Nuno Mendes. Pacho. Upamecano. Limer's on the move. This is the right back, don't forget. He's got 3 in support. Olise.
What?
It's pretty strong arm challenge by William Pacho, but he's got the free kick. Strong from Pacho in there. It's got caught on the hill, not just in it, but speed of recovery from PSG in there. I think that's just where the difference in the 2 teams. Lima going forwards just doesn't have that blistering speed of Kvaratskhelia and the others. He says he spends 3 hours analysing each game in the video room, but he gave last week's match 5 hours, Luis Enrique. I think we all did. I think, like us, he was just enjoying it. But he did say that, in his opinion, there wasn't a single bad performance by a defender. And that tells you everything about his approach. They defended as well as they could in the circumstances.
Absolutely. Just looking here now, it's when they haven't got the ball. Zaire Emery, the right back, I say right back, he's in that position. Normally he's very much in midfield, and so it's almost a very wide back 3. And sometimes Vitinha, sometimes João Neves is dropping in to support them. I think they're very aware they want Marquinhos out there on the right-hand side to deal with Luis Diaz rather than Zaire Emery.
And Desiree Doué, who actually played 75 minutes from the start on Saturday in a French League game as the central striker, Seems to be wandering infield more and more. Dembélé came from out on that right-hand side to score his goal. Runs away from Musiala. It's a good ball from Pacho, and here's Kvaratskhelia. Another assist for him. Here is Doué, stolen from him by Kimmich. Olise.
That's a foul.
There by Nuno Mendes was it. Nuno Mendes was it.
They've already been 4-5.
Referee's getting a little bit of help from his assistant, and Nuno Mendes is getting a yellow card. And it's early in the day to get a yellow card when you're playing against Michael Olise.
Yeah, this was a really interesting battle last week, which Olise got a number of opportunities away from him, and Nuno Mendes is just not quick enough to get out there, and once he'd given away the foul, once that contact's there, in that position on the pitch, more than the foul itself. Frustration for him, but the right call from the referee, and thinking that is a big moment in the game. Olise, Bayern now will just get in the ball time and time again.
He'll be licking his lips now.
This is a really deep line from PSG. It's an opportunity. We saw how dangerous they were from set pieces.
Kimmich's delivery was excellent last week. He's left it for Olise.
Shoot.
That's not so good.
You have to get him and keep possession. You have to get him and keep possession.
PSG have scored 2 or more in each of their last 9 matches in the knockout rounds of this competition. That's a new Champions League record. You get the drift.
What the hell?
Toss header. Stanisic. Luis Diaz. Marquinhos. Across to
Let's go Billy.
What the fuck? अबे देखना मेरा वो लाइव स्ट्रीम चल रहा है कि क्या सीन है भाई? लाइव चल रहा है सोफा स्कोर मत देखना, स्ट्रीम देखते रहिए बस मेरी.
Find his way out of the traffic, but there's always more pressure on the player in possession. That pressure was just a little too hands-on from Conrad Lima, and a free kick has been given. Fantastic play from him, recognising that he's too tight.
This is tense, bro.
For the free kick just buys that little bit of time for PSG. His 16-year-old brother is here in Munich for a trial with Bayern. Paris Saint-Germain had a week here as a 17-year-old, but it didn't work out for him. But now his young brother is here on Bayern's radar.
What the fuck? Adi.
Quick.
अरे
ये 14 है टोटल स्पॉट.
Just reload it. Control.
चल जा मेरे चोट.
It's just stumbled for a moment because of the feint cross from
Don't
he managed to recover.
Did really well to get that foot back in.
Well, we're doing check for
Yes, from the referee, as we all are guessing.
We're doing check news on that shot.
Nah, it's visible. Trust me, bro. It's visible. Trust me.
Between them, they've been involved in now 12 games since the knockout stages began in February. And those 12 games have now produced 55 goals. Only say what's more. Mendes don't forget on the yellow card. Kimmich. Now Tar. Stanisic.
Yes, yeah, such a uniform press, bro.
Tar to line up.
I think whoever wins this match wins the Champions League against Arsenal.
Arsenal defense देखो भाई कुछ नहीं है Arsenal ही चाहिए भाई.
Such a terrible cross from Kimmich, bro.
Just a little opportunity for Lima. Little slide ball.
Nice.
Beauty.
Pocket picked here by Luis Diaz.
Oi!
Almost from UCL.
Come on.
He's got it back.
Good block.
Desperate defending, but it was good
Oh,
defending.
come on.
Paris Saint-Germain has escaped between the legs of Makala. Still he goes on. Paris Saint-Germain pretty much had to do it himself in the end. And the corner is his consolation prize.
But if it's
So close.
What if it's blocked by a defender?
It doesn't count.
Musiala stood down in the box and
Even this one, bro.
Makala to slow down.
This one is.
You gotta be joking.
I know fucking way.
He's fucking playing with me right now.
Just again, his body's in the low way. Musiala's still down.
Just wake up.
Be a concern. He suffered a badly broken leg and ankle against Paris Saint-Germain last summer in Atlanta in the Club World Cup. Gianluigi Donnarumma came out and dived on the ball and Musiala fell very
We should keep our phones aside.
been eased back since January. And has just shown signs of moving through the gears and finding his best ball. But this was another awkward fall. Well protected by
So close from an Olise goal, bro. What a defense by Nuno Mendes.
in the rib cage just below the diaphragm. That may hurt, a little body shot.
Come on. Still looking good.
Stream देखते रहिए. ये तो मत देख अभी.
Watchalong scored a wonderful headed goal last week, making a run off Musiala and then guiding it from the near post inside the far.
हाँ जी हाँ.
Semi-final.
What the hell?
अरे यार कौन थी भाई वो?
नजर लगा के चली गई.
Well, short this time. Mendes fires it in. Harry Kane is back there defending. This is awkward for Zaire Emery.
No, what?
It's fallen for him eventually. Kvaratskhelia. You see Musiala wanting to come back on. Fabian Ruiz to Desiree Doué. The attack is solely functioning down this left-hand side. Now Neves is the player now on the right wing, swapping with the team.
This is just so good, bro.
He was free for all that passage of play. They completely ignored him. Such is the focus down here on this left-hand side.
Oh, this guy, bro. I'll book this.
We're streaming.
Getting forward towards Stanisic. Wasn't the best of passes. Limer's running back. Olise.
Ain't no way, Olise. What?
Surface was quite heavily watered in the 20 minutes before kickoff. We have had some rain in Bavaria today. One or two people slipping. Just thinking, Olise, just one or two moments where he second-guessed himself there. He was looking up for the option. He's very aware of Lima, just wanting to be aggressive, wanting to go forwards every time.
Ain't no
Stop
fucking.
joking. We try the other server.
No, just put it on my laptop. Just put it on my laptop.
फिर मेरा बंद कर दूँ
Huh?
मेरा वाला
Bro,
बंद
it's the same. Backup is working. They said backup is working. Try backup, yeah.
which this
Backup, yeah. I just read it in the chat.
Marquinhos has got him across there to engage Luis Diaz quite a lot. This is the area now, very much in a 3v3 at the top with PSG being brave, as we know, it's just out of shot.
1 hour.
Right on the side of the screen. Marquinhos now tracking back in, but it's 3v3, it's there for Bayern to do. Marquinhos towards the head of Kane. Easy enough for Nuno Mendes.
Olise, what the fuck is Olise? Why is he so lethargic, bro? Get the fucking ball. Oh, what's wrong with Olise?
They have to sit and watch with the rest of us in Paris. Think of his cool exterior. It would be difficult for him to change anything, even if he wanted to, but he's expressed no regret since the defeat, and only pride in the comeback. Says, why change what brought you here in the first place? Going to have to find the very best version of Bayern tonight to recover, though. Kane has recovered possession. Really big tackle again from Pacho, not the first of the night. Paris Saint-Germain swiftly on to Doué. Checked by Kane eventually. Referee plays advantage. Coutinho has found Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia found space from there. Deflected shot. Kimmich did well actually. Kane can lead a breakout. Bayern might just outnumber PSG here.
Olise!
Made the right choice. He was looking for Olise. He's found Luis Diaz.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Pavlovic
Bend
on the
it,
cross.
नहीं on target यार ये तो ताऊंगा भाई
Seized
बस
the play. Olise, Kimmich, headed away by Pacho. Tar. That's all the outfield players you can see right there in shot. Luis Diaz.
Kane and Olise.
Oh, he's making him crawl! Fuck!
Olise as well.
Huh?
Olise on target.
Yeah.
Hail him back. This one.
Before the game up against Zaire Emery, turns him inside out, and he angles against the confidence isn't what he wanted to do.
Shows
Far
here.
away, but he knows they need a lift, he knows they need
No.
No, but I'm saying, are they offering it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But no. No chance.
No chance.
Because Bayern is going out.
I'm
full
gonna
on
break
attack.
someone's laptop.
ना ओए इस पे लगा भाई इस पे लगा अरे बाप रे बाप
Emery is a midfield player, an international midfield player, but this is the 20th time this season that he started for Paris Saint-Germain at right back. He had a run in the team in January.
Yes, there is. The system was just waiting for Harry Kane to actually take possession.
How high that line is.
Look,
stunning.
Ain't no way.
look at Nuno Mendes.
Yeah, just about maybe being kind to the assistant referee, but I know we're halfway through the first half of the second leg, but it is still breathtaking how high these guys play their back lines.
Just trying to make the pitch smaller. But you leave a big half behind you for pacey players to run into. There's an element of dare about.
Now what? I think it's just the monitor, bro.
Where's the website?
Probably.
Everything they do is one of those truth and dare games that you play at parties. João Neves weaving his way into space and finding Dembélé. Here is Zaire Emery. Mendes felt that he was impeded. You know, when I watched back a recording of that first leg, I didn't see a loose game. I didn't see lazy defending. I just saw a relentless.
Enough. The moment I say that also. भाई ये क्या है भाई?
भाई टोटल स्पोर्ट की प्रॉब्लम है यार. VPN वाला करेंगे इंडिया में कर दे.
VPN नहीं कर सकता. तू अपना VPN खोल सोनी.
Commitment to attacking. That is what stretched the game when it did become open and wild. The first time forward passes, the bold forward runs. There were errors, of course there were, but it wasn't an error-strewn game. And when errors were forced, they were seized upon instantly, ravenously. You get the impression I enjoyed it.
Yeah, that was. It was the fourth time you watched it that was enough, but it's...
Musiala can't lose it there. Vitinha, Kvaratskhelia, that was an unforced error. Meccano wasn't buying that.
As blistering as they can be, PSG, there is a little bit more element of control about this performance in this half when they have the ball like this. You're looking at Vitinha and Ruiz dropping back in. More midfielders just to drop the other side of the ball. You see it now. They've now got 6 players within touching distance of the ball. They were going last week. They were all going. It's this element to be happy to contain, to keep possession.
And there were times in last season's run, notably at Aston Villa and at Liverpool, when they soaked up pressure for periods. Meccano in strongly. Nuno Mendes has gone down. João Neves playing on and trying to find Zaire Emery. I think it was an honest collision. Come as no consolation to Nuno Mendes, who limped off last week. He was suffering with a tight hamstring last month. You may remember he came off in the first half of the quarter-final at Liverpool.
It's fine here, Clive. He's just nodding to his teammate. I think he realised he wasn't going to get there and aborted.
Kind of slipped, didn't he?
Yeah. When you're going at that pace and Meccano's coming at you, you might think twice about going in for that.
Bayern had 55% of the ball possession in Paris. More attacks, more corners, more attempts on goal. Arjen Robben, Bastian Schweinsteiger, the last Bayern generation. According to those UEFA stats, Manuel Neuer didn't make a single save. He just conceded 5 goals.
Didn't play badly, just let him fire.
And had his goalpost rattled on another occasion. Amazing finishing. Olise. Oh! Time and time again this season, we've seen him score that goal. Cutting in from the right. And either bending or driving on with his left foot. That landed on the roof of the net.
And it's that reason you're feeling he needs to score this. This is as good an opportunity as Elise needs, as he wants. Against Nuno Mendes, he cannot make a tackle. Struggling a bit still since that collision. Saying, get it out your feet. Didn't quite do that enough. Therefore, didn't quite get the shot how he liked.
He's back on the ball. Oh, it's been clumsy that from Fabian Ruiz. Elise scored Bayern Munich's equaliser in. It was really a training exercise against Heidenheim here in the Bundesliga, which his team have already won. It was minutes and another comeback, another 100th minute equaliser. I have to say, it came off the goalkeeper last. I'm not quite sure how he's claimed that goal, but he's Michael Elise. He can do anything at the moment. Bayern needs something from somebody soon. Paris Saint-Germain have doubled their lead on the night. Lima. Marquinhos got up above Pavlovic, but Lima is on the ball. It is. Nuno Mendes. He's got a yellow card against his name already. All free kicks gone Paris Saint-Germain's way.
What?
A big moment that, as you can tell.
He's mystified.
Well, that makes no sense.
It was a big call, as Nuno Mendes automatically handled it. No idea what a PSG free kick is. I do not know what a PSG, but they cannot look at this again because it's a second booking. VAR can't get involved.
I mean, a little bit like the Alphonso Davies incident last week, it would have been harsh because it wasn't an intentional handball, but his arm was away from his body.
Stopping an attack as well. I think that's more, isn't it? The position on the pitch and Lima's moving towards goal.
I think the referee's taken the fifth there. Kimmich. Lima getting forward once more. Dealt with by Fabian Ruiz, cleared by João Neves, only as far as Kimmich. Kane falls to him. This is Josip Stanisic. Now Luis Diaz. Running at Marquinhos.
Cross it.
Pavlovic.
He's offside, yeah.
No, he didn't touch it.
Shoulder to shoulder with Zaire Emery. Just a little bit bigger than his opponent. Stanisic. Skillfully done.
What?
Unusually done by...
Handball! What? There's no way. Yes! Come on.
They're checking.
Definitely handball, and Kane's gonna take it. Definitely handball, and Kane's gonna take it. Definitely. Come on, hey, increase the volume right now. Increase the fucking volume. Yes! It's handball! Clear handball! Clear fucking handball! That's handball! That's fucking handball, man!
Cruel handball penalty given against Bayern Munich.
No, exactly the same penalty was given! Exactly the same fucking penalty was given, bro!
He's just trying to clear his head, I think, as much as anything. It's spinning.
Well, I think it's done.
He's lost complete control of the game here.
We're getting no indication of a VAR check. Not Heinz Rummenigge and Uli Hoeneß have made their minds up.
This is fucking
He said it
insane.
went off on the touchline, therefore the game has to stop again. That is a cop
That's
out.
some bullshit, bro. Same
What
penalty
the
was
fuck?
We've had a bit of everything in this semi-final.
PSG last year.
And now we've got controversy.
Well, I'm so confused.
It's not quite as spellbinding as last week, but it's every bit as intense.
I feel the next goal, the next incident could be massive. It's teetering this.
Doué.
भाई ये क्या बकचोदी है भाई
Has penalised Tar, I think. A yellow card for Jonathan Tar. Two challenges on Doué.
It's
भाई बहुत आवाज आ
completely
रही
unaware of
Stanisic is fouled.
Yeah. It's all the reaction from Jonathan Tah.
हेलो अभी
Oh, we can't hear anything. Squeeze it a bit.
1 sec
With the timeout at the moment, João Pinheiro.
इससे ज़्यादा नहीं चलेगा.
But wait, Harsh, I'm so confused. Why wasn't that a handball?
Coutinho with the free kick.
No.
It makes no sense.
Apparently it was intentional. Oh my god.
What a save, man.
Well, he's 5 feet
What a
9,
beautiful save.
and he headed a
Zane
goal
was
last
right.
week, and he was free to head another there, but Manuel Neuer made an excellent start.
Brilliant ball, brilliant run.
What a ball is that?
Wonderful save. He does everything right. Now Neves gets it down, gets it into the turf, and that's all of everything from Manuel Neuer.
It's already 1-0.
Side gets his dive away. The touch is perfect, because any more it hits a player and goes in, any less, and it goes in straight away.
The sour feeling inside the stadium has led now to some missiles being thrown, and Manuel Neuer is appealing to the fans to stop.
Well, the fans are not
I mean, he
happy.
knows there would be repercussions.
Yeah, no shit, bro.
Yeah, they should.
That was a fucking penalty.
That was a penalty.
Some bullshit ass ball.
Easy for me to say, I don't think they're dangerous missiles.
Wait, you could have at least checked the VAR.
But it only takes
Exactly.
referee during those stoppages.
Wait, नहीं बड़ा सी
Maybe to ask how am I doing?
अब हमारी सादा हो
Zaire Emery back to
अंदर
Vitinha.
चलो अंदर
Pushed
चलिए
down by Elise Levin on the corner.
Well, this was the header from João Neves, stealing in at the far post. All these question marks about Neuer over recent weeks. Now he's
बहुत
fabulous.
तगड़ा सेव था.
Good agility. Good height though. Short corner back to Vitinha. Nuno Mendes. Right-footed shot from the left-footed Nuno Mendes. And that's comfortable for Neuer, who goes early towards Luis Diaz. It's a fantastic clearance. Oh, and Elise.
What did he say? What the fuck?
Shot on target.
Magnificently to get to the original
Shot on
pass of
target.
Neuer. But it fell for Elise, and Savinov for some reason was way out of his goal.
He was going for the first ball,
Huh?
and he had to give it a go. It's a complete miscue from Elise. He's had the best chances for Bayern.
No, don't know.
Doué. Seemed to be caught there by Pavlovic. He'd beaten him with that little trick. Lyman to
Nice ball.
Stanisic.
Harry Kane?
Harry Kane.
What was that touch?
Jonathan Tah. Luis Diaz.
Olise.
That's such Olise just
Yeah.
scored.
Olise just scored.
Working it to Elise again. Stanisic couldn't control. Pavlovic, Luis Diaz. Tah stabbed back towards Pavlovic, but Zaire Emery has won the ball.
Who the fuck's singing, bro?
Just haven't had quite the cutting edge tonight. João Neves has found a
Yeah, Fabian Luiz
to
was
Desiree
scored.
Doué. It's 4
Fabian Luiz
against
has
3
to
here.
score.
Doué on the ball, and now Kvaratskhelia. It's
Nice.
important from Tah. Kvaratskhelia not finished with this. Corner kick.
He bailed his centre-half teammate out. Ricardo with the miss kick on the halfway line.
That should have been a
Hands on
penalty.
deck.
Atam
Tracking back again, and it's just those moments that PSG are waiting for. One slip, one little misplaced ball, and they're in.
When these teams counter-attack, they counter in numbers. Dembélé short to Doué.
He's so trained at it.
Zaire Emery headed away by Upamecano.
अबे ओए भाई बंद कर जा तू नहीं क्या मार छोड़ रहा है चूतिए नहीं भाई ये सब क्या कर रहे हैं नहीं
PSG went back to their goalkeeper there sensibly. And you think he might just have taken a little bit of time on the ball and taken
छोड़ा गेम
but it's just not the way of this game.
नहीं वॉशरूम जा रहा है
out to Musiala.
पता नहीं आज क्या खेल रहा है भाई पूरा बलेंडोर निकाल दिया
Good game back there. Coutinho's given it away to Upamecano. Stanisic kick over Marquinhos for Kane and Luis Diaz. João Neves caught by Pavlovic.
क्या भाई क्या
It's really well went. João Neves read the header from Harry Kane. Got in ahead of Pavlovic and read the challenge, but concerned about Pacho. They're asking.
Two men.
Sit. You're right in front of the screen.
Your live stream is balls or something. I don't know.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Swear down.
Swear down.
Don't do hungry right now.
The VIP box
Big Suarez is Neymar that year. Big Pep Guardiola's buying 5-3 on aggregate. We went past 5-3 midway through the second half of the first leg in this one. He's not got a bad front three here tonight. Upamecano driven beautifully into the path of Luis Diaz.
Get in the gap!
Luis Diaz has support here.
What the fuck are these lords doing? What the fuck are these lords doing? They will log the fuck in.
Not for the first time, they just fluffed their lines at the vital moment. It's been Elise on the whole. It's just been getting it wrong. So it's Luis Diaz, just those moments.
Safanov saw the run there from Zaire Emery, so did Neuer. But again, barely a backward step from PSG. Nothing wary or watchful about them. These two teams just don't deal in caution. Upamecano carrying the fight. Musiala.
Switch.
Pavlovic to Kimmich. Olise. Musiala making a run beyond him. Three waiting for a cross. Jamal Musiala has beaten Vitinha. Safanov did just about enough. Fabian Ruiz got it away.
It was a handball!
That was a handball!
Last week as well. Just getting in there, vital little touch.
You watching the stream as well?
No.
Nah, he has watched my stream. So
Yet to have a shot on target. PSG were the last team to stop Bayern scoring. Back last July in Atlanta in the Club World Cup quarter-final.
Just shoot!
Lima.
Now what the hell, bro?
Pressure from Nuno Mendes.
Save it! Ah!
Diaz can't keep it in.
It's those areas that have been the difference, hasn't it?
So quick.
Those areas for Bayern just haven't happened.
Hold up with the city.
PSG took them all of 3 minutes.
Company's team have scored in all 51 games to date this season. PSG are just keeping them at arm's length. An early goal from Dembélé here just somehow changed the temperature of the semi-final. It's given PSG an upper hand that they are retaining. Pavlovic though, Kane. Olise. Fabian Ruiz stood his ground. It's not easy to keep your eye on the ball. Olise teases and torments like a matador.
Tar. Olise infield. There's the little back in for
Nice.
Musiala. And suddenly it opens up. Jamal Musiala, good save.
Bro, Musiala just
Sucks up quickly down.
He's a great dribbler, but I
Big moment in the game. Really sharp from Safanov.
Pavlovic. Luis Diaz. Musiala!
I told you. Trash! I'm finishing.
Well, the first chance was the better chance. On his
This pass
unbreakable
to
left
is
foot.
okay.
They're hitting
They're
everywhere.
getting closer, aren't they? Just didn't have the
What
control.
What the hell was that shot, bro?
This from there.
No, even this
Knew
one.
that he's
What
on
the
his
heck?
weaker foot. He knew from there, you're saying he's not going to pick the corner just as crisply as if it's on his right foot, so he can stand and wait. He knew that was big.
Kane trying to slip it through
Oh,
to
that was a
Lima,
good pass,
way
but-
by Nuno Mendes.
Yeah, sorry.
Olise. Always the first two challenges. Finds Kimmich. Stanisic. Musiala. He's made space for another effort.
He's so shit! He's so trash!
Balls from Vincent Company, but he's got a lot of thinking and talking to do in the next 15 minutes or so. Just 2 added minutes.
Joe Guillermo just wants to get off the pitch and take a breather.
Exactly.
Referee. Bayern have been knocking, they've been better in these last 5 minutes, mainly through Musiala.
Yeah, exactly.
Pass at the ball!
Bodies in the way. The numbers are there for PSG.
He's got to get the chair, but like the half a seat next time. We asked him.
Behind inside 3 minutes, they've had a couple of
Jaldi
big
le, jaldi
counter
le,
shouts. Seems a shame, almost wrong in a game of semi-final of this quality that we're talking about, refereeing decisions, but they will be part of our half-time discussion, no doubt.
What the hell was that?
As they were last week. It can change so quickly. PSG scored 2 in 2 minutes last week. Bayern scored 2 in 3 minutes. Olise. But they've been difficult to play through tonight, PSG.
Just tweaked in that fraction. They didn't want to isolate Zaire Emery. You can see Marquinhos still going up there with Luis Diaz. It's made the difference for them tonight. I think that just that little bit of
Now
change.
what?
Here is Zaire Emery winning the ball, but then losing out again to
Musiala,
Stanisic. Pacho's in the way once more. Doué's little back heel doesn't come off. Pavlovic. Kimmich. Just caught there by Fabian Ruiz. Free kick. It's going to kick the ball away. He'll pick up a cheap yellow card for that.
Book it.
Yeah, he's not
Yeah, we don't need to
Yeah, we don't need him.
It had been unseen.
Which came out.
65,000 eyes on him in here.
Well, this is it for the half. You're feeling Bayern might steal one now. It changes the complexion entirely.
Not sure Kimmich will take. Towards the head of Tar. It's a good header, but I think Safanov and his post covered.
It would have been an incredible header. Just to stoop and get that on target.
And that's it for now. It's the
What has this 15 minutes brought
Yes,
you?
sir.
What has your team talk and your tweets done for the sides? That we'll have to see, but it has been one of frustration for Bayern.
We won't know until the fighter climbs into the ring with the boxer in Budapest in 24 nights' time. Who's got the bigger punch? Certainly in last year's final here, the boxer won a unanimous verdict. Inter couldn't land a punch on PSG. But we still don't know which of these stylists will line up against Arsenal in the final. Paris Saint-Germain beat Arsenal home and away in the semi-finals last season.
It's time.
After Arsenal had won a league phase game against them in London earlier last season. And he will still be hoping to avenge the defeat that Bayern Munich suffered at Arsenal's hands in the league phase earlier this season, one of only 3 defeats that Bayern have suffered all season long. Only 3 of Bayern's 6 triumphs in this competition have come in the last 50 years. The last against Paris Saint-Germain in the final of 2020, one in an empty stadium in Lisbon because of COVID restrictions. The Bayern fans have not been able to fully celebrate a Champions League title for going on 13 years. It can't have been easy for them to play host to 75,000 and more French and Italian visitors last May, with their own team already on the beach. Paris Saint-Germain's usual restart. Vitinha firing it as far down the field as he can, trying to end Bayern Munich in from the start of the half. And here's Elise escaping. Leg race with Pacho. Which Elise has won. Sorry, Rob, on you go.
We started how we left it.
Lima. Pull back to Musiala.
What is Musiala doing in this match?
Just couldn't quite control it in the way that he would have wished and needed to.
That moment encapsulates where Bayern were in the first half, into the area, just lacking that moment of quality, that moment of cohesion.
Kane onto Luis Diaz. Marquinhos again is the man to come out to him. Pavlovic. Play back to Stanisic. Tar. It's not quite on the same wavelength as Josip Stanisic.
Well, they've asked the question, PSG. They've made the tweaks. What have you got, Bayern? And it was a half of frustration. I feel that they've got to up the game, as Peter was saying at half-time. Their main men have got to up their performances. They need a remarkable turnaround now. They need something special.
Kane. Caught Pacho there, but after he kicked the ball, I don't think the referee's concerned because it is a head injury, but nothing malicious on Harry Kane's behalf. He's quite a character, William Pacho. I didn't know a great deal about him when Paris Saint-Germain signed him at the start of last season, but he's been a fixture for Luis Enrique since then. We'll see him in the summer. Ecuador had an excellent qualifying campaign.
Studs on the top of the head. Straight on there. He has been the mainstay and the main man of this defence. He's been the man in the middle when they've had that little shuffle round that he's managed to deal with everything that Bayern have thrown at them so far. You just feel whether Lima and Stanisic can prove another angle for Diaz and Elise just to isolate the wide men a little bit more. That doesn't necessarily mean that that's the quality of that final ball.
Plenty of Bavarian belief here still. And that end of the stadium was brimful an hour before the game. Just a most wonderful stage on which to play football.
Well, this doesn't help for the flow of the second half for Bayern. Immediately after kick-off, the player goes down and kills a couple of minutes, and it's... I'm not saying that there isn't something wrong with Paris.
Don't check your phone.
No.
Doesn't help Bayern, and it does something to PSG, just takes the sting out of it.
The history of this club is always here in the present. So many of the famous faces from their past involved in media or indeed in the administration of the club. Away with his left foot. Tar. Again, very cool from Marquinhos. Just an incessant energy and pace about the game. Nobody gets much time to rest on the ball or assess their options. Just an incessant energy and pace about the game. Nobody gets much time to rest on the ball or assess their options. Look, watch the...
Or...
One sec.
Or... You have the app open.
Sorry?
And you have the app open.
Yeah.
This is secret cash out.
Those which are the little tight areas that keep the ball. Well, this is like that all over the pitch.
Man needs goals in this game.
Did enough against him. For Makana. Olise trying to help it on quickly to Lima. Pacho was caught a bit late there by Conrad Lima.
Bro, why is Pacho?
That was a foul, that was late. That was kind of sums up where Bayern are right now. A little bit rushed, a little bit harried from Michael Olise. He'll be very content. Doesn't show it very often.
Get up, boy.
Getting a great little sympathy from the referee. He's telling him to get to his feet. Yeah, I think Conrad Lima knew what he was doing.
He is getting knocked about. He is getting knocked about. Get up, boy.
Pacho's okay-ish. Marquinhos. Tripped there by Vitinha. Pretty scrappy, isn't it? It's a little bit fractious. Ahead of steam, can't get his crowd going. I think PSG have been able to break up that flow. Olise. He's in full form.
You fucking rat!
Thought about it. Squares it instead to Luis Diaz. He thought about it first. He'll always pull the trigger. Speculative at best, really, from Harry Kane.
Just moments where the ball across to Luis Diaz is just a fraction too quick for him to hit it. Those moments for PSG have been succinct.
Well seen again by Pacho. Vitinha on to Doué. Well, Dembélé was asking him for it to feed. You can see what Doué had in mind. Olise comes looking for the ball. On to Luis Diaz, down the right-hand side. Marquinhos goes with him. He's quite something, Marquinhos. Turns 32 next week. Captain Brazil in the summer. 15 trophy lifts as PSG captain. The most memorable here.
Read that really well. Stepped across, and I'm not sure what Luis Diaz was thinking, but frustration getting the better of him.
He's rested between Champions League games these days. He is the link
Not watching it.
with the club's past. He played with Messi and Neymar and Ibrahimovic and Ronaldinho and Dani Alves, Mbappe, Beckham. Marquinhos challenging Kane there. Referee didn't like that one. Neither did Harry Kane.
Well, he's fortunate because he's led with the elbow, he's led with the arm, hand in the face. So he might get a yellow card, but Champagniero has thought a few different things
I
tonight.
think it's gonna be a cross.
He's seen the Galacticos of Paris come and go.
Bro, Kimmich has been so trash.
Somehow it always felt like a folly, like an art exhibition that Luis Enrique's moulded outstanding players into a team. Kimmich, Luis Diaz. He's hit first time by Pavlovic and not with any conviction at all. He looked down at the ground as if it might have bobbled, but he just stabbed at it really.
I think there was a slight kick off the turf, but again, it's another moment looking at that from the first leg. Kimmich into Upamecano was the perfect ball in and the perfect touch from him. It was there for them, it was the same free kick.
It's almost as if their conviction was just shaken a little bit by that early goal. And it's such a strength, it's in the DNA of Bayern Munich. Belief, confidence. It's not been as assured tonight. Kane and Pacho improved again. Referee finds it in Bayern Munich's favour, but a foul on Musiala.
He's been brilliant tonight, Pacho. Just marshalled everything around him so well. After his winning of the header against Harry Kane.
Kimmich has asked a lot of Elise there. He did connect with him. Fabio Ruiz just lofts the ball in order to clear his lines. Kvaratskhelia down to Dembélé. Fabio Ruiz, first time. Vitinha, look at the space here for Desiree Doué. Doué got a shot away, despite the presence of 4 red shirts. Neuer took evasive action. Lima, Elise, on by Pavlovic. Here's Lima again. Terrific challenge by Pacho again. Kimmich, header away by Nuno Mendes. It's got that rhythm again.
Yeah, stretched again, but you don't feel it's in Bayern's favour.
Kvaratskhelia. Away from Upamecano. Kvaratskhelia stopped by the foot of Manuel Neuer.
2 important saves from Manuel Neuer, 2 you'd expect him to make, but big saves there. Sharp from Doué, sharp from Kvaratskhelia to go with his feet. The angle's on his favour, stood strong.
And the jeopardy in every Bayern Munich attack is every PSG counter-attack. Elise into Kane, couldn't quite get there. Then Pacho saw to that.
Well, he's asking the question, but it's just good defending from Pacho, good presence. Safanov, good awareness. It's just not good enough from Bayern at the moment.
Arsenal's victory last night will have certainly sharpened Harry Kane's appetite for success tonight. Scored 15 times against them. 14 years with their great rivals in North London, Tottenham Hotspur. Up to 1 year in the Arsenal Academy. He's a very young player. Luis Diaz. Into Musiala. Luis Diaz trying to go on. Well defended again. Zaire Emery, Marquinhos off camera celebrating the moment.
Yeah, really well, really good defending, really good tracking, and it's just a wrong decision again. Had more space than he thought. That was sharp from Doué to get the shot away. This was wonderful feet, but then once he got onto that angle, Neuer knew his angles, knew his left foot was basically covering the post.
His 9th Champions League semi-final. Manuel Neuer's only won 3. Played in a couple of World Cup semi-finals too. He's done it all in his 40 years. His clearance accurate for Olise. Searching run from Olise. Held up though by Vitinha, picked up by Nuno Mendes. Paris Saint-Germain will carry it back on the break. Nuno Mendes didn't get his choices right there. Pavlovic to Luis Diaz. It's a good cross away by Marquinhos and then by João Neves.
Starting to feel a little bit desperate for Bayern. Vincent Kompany looking at him now to say, what have you got? What changes can you make? Youngster Leonard Carl is one of the choices.
He hasn't trained a great deal in the last few weeks. Carl has been nursing an injury. Musiala.
Come on, fucking shoot for the love of God.
Back to Musiala. Pavlovic. Somebody's got to take responsibility. He's got to stop play because you can see the body language, the frustration that company in every Bayern Munich fan is feeling.
We don't know.
Musiala into the dead ball line. João Neves went every inch of the way with him, and it didn't go out of play for a goal kick.
You appreciate it's a bigger game, it's a bigger spectacle, it's a bigger opposition, but as you were saying about the stats, Clive, Bayern Munich at home always score, and they're an hour in. All of a sudden, this is a question these Bayern fans and players don't get asked very often here.
In terms of attacking options, Nicholas Jackson is a goal scorer. Leon Goretzka is a different kind of presence from midfield.
He scored on a couple at the weekend, didn't he?
He did. Wonderful free kick. He needs a moment like that. Needs something special. We're going to see Alphonso Davies as the first change for Bayern Munich. Different kind of fullback.
Exactly.
Pavlovic, really good ball from Upamecano. Lima, charged down by Vitinha, kept alive by Kimmich. Wonderful defending again. Pavlovic, chance for Stanisic.
Yeah.
No real belief in the finish.
No conviction. There was a moment there where you thought he could turn and shoot. In the end, it's ended up to Stanisic. And if that's a subtotal that Bayern can produce, then PSG will be thrilled.
Zaire Emery has done so well to hold on Luis Diaz there. Maturity about PSG now. They're the club that have by reputation turned a little flaky in the money games in the Champions League in recent years.
Yeah, what's wrong with the body?
Zaire Emery. There's a wonderful, strong will about them at present.
Well, they know they're in control of the game, they're in control of the time. The time is on their side, they don't need to rush anything, and the confidence they have is deserting Bayern.
Kvaratskhelia. Dembélé just let it get
They're
away.
going full out on attack. They're getting Davies.
Now it's Upamecano. It's hopeful.
Yeah.
No more than that. Just trying to float one forward towards Luis Diaz, but Marquinhos in charge. Safanov has found João Neves. Zaire Emery. can see Bradley Barcola in the foreground too.
You can see here again now, Clive. Look, there's 5 players that are controlled in the. Here's Harry Kane looking around, going, "Where are you? What's on? Not sure where I'm going to go with it."
Bayern have got to turn the tide of this game.
They need a big moment.
Lima. And it's a poor pass. Doué. Oh, it's wonderful. He's got away from 3 of them here. Desiree Doué. He could just go all the way. Oh, it needed a good save from Neuer. Doué scored 2 on this ground in the final last year. With a bewildering burst away from the defenders, forcing a fine stop.
And he's getting stronger and stronger as the minutes go by, Doué, and that's a strong hand for Neuer. Just left a little bit of more space on that side, but measured the bounce and measured the save. This is his capping moment of the game. Dembélé
Just about to be replaced. Here's Dembélé away from Bradley Barcola. He had 20 minutes last week. Was in the team until mid-March, lost his place in history through injury, and Doué has sort of edged him out in recent weeks. Dembélé's goal is the difference on the night. 2-goal aggregate lead and a quarter to come for Paris Saint-Germain. Davies waits, as does Kim Min-jae. Header away is by Stanisic. Again, one for Luis Diaz to chase. For Zaire Emery to deal with. On by Fabian Ruiz, Barclay's first involvement.
Every time I also.
wonderful stride. As this game gets stretched more, you feel like he could eat up those yards to drive PSG up the front, up the pitch, much like Doué just did.
Kvaratskhelia on towards Nuno Mendes. Makana did pretty well. But Bayern Munich were exposed once more.
Just didn't have the option, did he? Nuno Mendes, they weren't up with him. Need something soon now, Bayern.
Lima. Got away from Pavlovic. Olise back to Kimmich. Musiala. He's bouncing through the challenges here. He's found Luis Diaz. He's faced by a black wall there. Kimmich. Lima. Can they work an opening? Michael Olise. Kimmich. It's over the head of Pavlovic. Two changes coming from Bayern Munich. It's the end of Josip Stanisic's night. Alphonso Davies will come on for him. Kim Min-jae is an interesting change. Jonathan Tah, one assumes has got a problem of some kind. Kim has started the last 6 Bundesliga games, but he's only made 1 appearance in the Champions League knockout round so far. He actually scored a winning goal against PSG here in the league phase last season.
You'd have to assume that was as much as Jonathan Tah could do, because a left back for a left back and a centre back for a centre back is not a game-changing substitution. They need something at the other end. He's shuffling around the back four.
Lima. Musiala. That's a good pass to Luis Diaz. Isolated with Marquinhos momentarily. Luis Diaz. He's got help Though from Zaire Emery as the captain. Doubling up again. Musiala's found Davies. Pulled back an opportunity. Diaz! It was a good save, no more than Safanov. Diaz had to improvise somewhat. Steered it goalwards. Safanov beat it away.
It was just a stab, wasn't it? That's him sharp and his touch wasn't perfect, but could only ask a question.
Davies with that wonderful left foot. He's a more natural attacking fullback down this side. Bayern trying everything they know. Olise. Michael Olise! Just not the devastating finishing that we saw.
It's just not happening, is it? Needed that to be in the corner.
Now you're making money. 20 minutes left.
Now we're making Olise. That's the sort of position
But
he's
it's
run
arms
with
on
this
it.
season.
I'm assuming. Where's the now all came in?
Yeah, I'm good.
Where's the now all came in?
Oh, what did you do?
Now all came in at least a sort of target. Now came in for.
Michael Olise and Luis Diaz put away their goals in that first leg and just hasn't been that quality of finishing tonight. They haven't been the execution. It's good again from Doué. The night he's having. It's conjure work. But does was great. Musiala. Kim. Pacho again. Shuts the door. Luis Diaz. Pacho once more. How many interventions has he made? No, you see it. No, you don't. Keep an eye on goal.
They didn't show the pass.
It's up his sleeve. It's behind his back. Magician. Davies. Loose from Olise, and here's Kvaratskhelia, and he stepped away from Kim. Still Kavicha, Kvaratskhelia, and Desiree Doué! It's like there's a...
Well, he's looking the most likely out of anyone. I think it's PSG looking more likely from his mistake. That time, wasteful, really, going near post.
That's Kane from Musiala. Davies has added something down this side. Kane. A little bit of space for Olise.
Shoot it!
He had Lima on the overlap and decided against it. Again, the cross wasn't a telling one. Been good to this point, Bayern. Just haven't found the sorcery in and around the edge of the penalty area.
No, you're thinking now it's got to be plan B, it's got to be something else. Nicholas Jackson sat there, a centre forward. He can bring an element of chaos, something different.
Upamecano. Kept alive by Pavlovic and then Musiala. Kimmich to Luis Diaz. It's a floating cross, it's an easy one to deal with, although Nuno Mendes had a bit of a waft at it before Fabian Ruiz cleared his lines. They've dealt with the Bayern white men magnificently tonight. And Kane has been starved. Hasn't had a sight of goal.
Elise. That's good from Elise and good from Pacho. Who else? What a night William Pacho has had.
And everything he's done. He's been measured, he's been controlled, and he's been aggressive and just read it so well. Safanov is at the near post ready. If it was any closer.
Safanov, unconvincing. It's gone for a throw-in. Helped it on its way. Slithered off his fist. Luis Diaz. Kim. Lima. I need hardly tell you who's cleared that. William Pacho. Davis hasn't dealt with it. Barkla's all alone. Bradley Barkla trying to do it alone. He's won a throw-in deep in Munich territory.
That's what he's there for. That's brilliant from Barkla, just to get his body in the way, just cause an element of uncertainty. Just buy some time, buy some yards.
Well, what's the French World Cup attack going to look like? Doué, Dembélé, Barkla, Olise, Cherki, Akliouche.
You've got Mbappe. A few left behind as well.
Not very far away. Vitinha. I'm sure Pacho was really expecting or wanting that, but he dealt with it again. Here's Nuno Mendes.
Oh my god,
Space for Doué. It's Doué. Desiree Doué. It's not far away. And the team looking most likely to score next are not Bayern Munich. Two defenders coming on. Fabian Ruiz will come off. Lucas Beraldo, who is a centre-back who has played quite a bit in midfield of late, will take his place.
भाई यार आह,
400 টাকা ক্যাশ আউট করে বলছি বুঝছো 440 yeah
06550
euros 550 why would you cash out them you should
अरे भाई यसीन
I love you
छोड़ भाई मैं स्ट्रीमिंग बंद कर रहा हूँ